if it's really on, or if it's not. Like, there's kind of like an energy, right? So it's about feeling the
that's
energy.
just comes with experience, though, because a beginner can't tell that. That's just a sixth sense when you've done it a while.
Yeah,
you can kind of read the body language, whereas a beginner probably doesn't have a clue if it's on or not.
Yeah, 100%. Like, it should be. With experience, you understand more about like whether this one's actually worth pursuing more, or whether she's like really not interested. And a lot of that comes down to her non-verbal communication.
Like IOIs, and they call it IODs, all this bullshit, like indicators of interest, indicators of disinterest, and the approach would be she's looking away, like doing this, she's not even looking at you, or she's just texting, or she picks up the phone in the approach, and like,
or even turning away from you, facing away from you. And the classic one is drifting away from you, like gradually walking away from you.
Or her toes are just moving away, like
exactly.
Then you could persist a bit, but that's generally not worth it.
I think it's worth at least trying once more. Just be like. Just be like, just before you go, one more thing.
You can try a bit,
I think it is personally worth persisting one more.
But the thing is, say you do a front stop and the girl doesn't stop, would you walk with her? Because that's a bit like if then chasing her, would you say that she doesn't?
So at the very beginning,
when you're trying to stop her and she doesn't stop, would you walk with her?
It's very nuanced, that. Obviously, vast majority of the time you want to stop her. I think it's better just to stop them. You can walk side by side with them for a little bit and then get them to stop after 30 seconds or a minute. That can work. But I think if you're doing all your approaches like walking side by side, I think that's a mistake. You should try and stop them.
Some people think you should go side by side, but
no, I think that's a mistake if you're doing all your approaches like that, because the problem with that is that there's no exchange of eye contact, and the non-verbal communication is very limited as well. So eye contact is really huge with this, and that's actually what creates a lot of attraction. And if you're walking side by side, that's very difficult to do. And also, her mind is focused on wherever she's going and various other things in her vicinity.
Whereas dominant,
with the front stop, where she stopped and you're looking at each other, you're breaking out of her out of her bubble, and her focus is on you, and that's the reason to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think that's
you're,
kind of
you're also kind of opening strong, when you front stop a girl, like it's more it's more of a strong
masculine.
More masculine than just like walking side by side.
100%, and also but on the point about like walking side by side, I think that should be a plan B. So let's say she's like, I'm really busy right now, but it's not like in a really kind of like get the fuck away from me kind of vibe. It's more like I am genuinely just really busy right now. Sometimes I will just walk side by side and be like, okay, let's walk and talk, and then that way you can actually have an opportunity to actually walk in that direction with her.
Yeah, that's true.
And actually even sometimes if I'm feeling a little bit like, like if I don't actually have that much time myself, and me and the girl are actually walking in the same direction, I will just walk and talk, because I was already walking in that direction anyway, and I have actually genuinely got somewhere to be, and she's already walking in that direction anyway. In that case, I won't even stop her. I'll just carry on walking side by side.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so this is nuanced. Like, be careful to be too black and white with all this stuff. But that's mainly open, direct. A lot of guys also say go indirect. I was speaking to some guys here recently who said you need to go indirect. But to be honest, in a busy city, I would not recommend indirect much. I think it's a bit gamey. What do you think?
No, I think that
it's okay sometimes.
No, I think like with indirect, I don't recommend it on the street. I think it's a load of bollocks on the street.
It's a bit
on the street it's a load of crap. Like you want to snap her out of what she's doing. You want to be direct. She hasn't got much time. She's already walking somewhere most likely. So you want to get her out of whatever.
It's a bit. It's really
and you have to just state why you're there, man. You can't just make up some crap like I want to know the time or I want to know directions. Like, that wasn't really what I wanted to say to you. She's gonna know that like you're just like a bit of a weasel if you say that, and it's not. It just doesn't fit the whole like masculine, confident frame that you should be portraying to the girl. And that's what the director kind of manages to do for you. However, when I think that indirect openers are useful is for in more nuanced situations, like for example in an art gallery. Let's say you pick up a girl in an art gallery, you approach a girl there. I think going indirect is actually genuinely useful and probably better than direct.
Or in a train maybe.
In a train. Maybe.
Or airport or something.
Possibly, yeah, potentially, yeah. But certainly in like in an event space, like an art gallery, maybe a concert or something, or something like that. Not shops.
Not shops.
You can do situational openers in shops, but I wouldn't go full indirect, as in like you can start off by like talking about a piece of clothing, like oh yeah, I think that would look really good on you, for example. If she's in a woman's store.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think that it should be like situation is like semi-direct, semi-indirect. But like in an art gallery, you can start off just by talking about the fucking painting she's looking at.
Yeah,
and that's a good way just to get comfortable and then transition into a bit more flirty stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's the kind of how you do the approach from the open, direct, stack, give assumptions, don't ask all these logical questions. Look out for the IOIs, the body language signals that she's interested, is she still standing there, and then go out, implement this, and anything else.
Yeah, I mean you wanna vibe with the girl. You wanna convey your charm, your charisma. So that's about vibing. And then get her to invest. Like when she's asking you questions, when she wants to find out more about you or she talks more. I was just telling like the other things that you want to do in the approach, like you want to vibe with a girl in the approach, and just it's about energy as well, and you want her to invest and like close strong, like open strong, close strong. Remind her what you're there for. Just tell her, look, I find you attractive, and another time I'd like to invite you for a drink. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Or and then you close strong, basically.
You don't want to hide your dick, as I've heard from other people saying. Otherwise, she doesn't know why you're there. Especially in the street, there is no context, so you can't go up really and start saying who lies more, men or women, or some bullshit opinion opener. Like, to be honest, it's a load of bollocks, in my opinion, for the street. Yeah, this looks really uncalibrated. I mean, she knows exactly why you're there.
Yeah. Well, if you go with an opinion opener, she won't know why you're there. That's the problem on the street. But I think like in a club environment, you can literally open with anything, and she would probably know why you're there.
Oh, in a club, yeah.
In a club, yeah, you can literally open with anything, and she would know why you're there.
Yeah.
But in the street, no, it's not the case. Because there's random people like just coming up to her, selling her shit, and all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
Because Mystery was saying, opinion openers, because it's like you don't want to show you're interested, you want to show you're interesting, something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It's dumb, it's stupid.
It's a bit overcompensating.
What's overcompensating?
Yeah. Yes, very good.
I think we're more or less done. Let me see. I mean, we've got quite a bit there, haven't we? It have to be like, we need like some kind of something to lift up.
Yeah. I don't know if there's Wi-Fi.
I might be a bit out of focus here, but fuck it. Oh shit. Anything to like hold it up with. Maybe a okay, yeah, maybe a okay. You're not gonna use this one.
No.
even better. We should have just done this from the start.
Alright.
Cool. What were you talking about?
I was thinking of doing a topic with Dan because I actually coached him, saying an interview with Dan. Like,
You want to do a new topic now?
yeah, we could do like an interview with Dan or something.
Oh, I heard.